What's going on, people? Fame and Entertainment here from TiC Network.com. You guys leveled up to 66. This is the Double XP podcast. We're going to get right into it with the introduction. We get going with these topics today. We're going to start off with half man, half god himself. Demigod, what's going on?
What's going on, people? Demigod Reviews here, the God of Reviews. Glad to be here. Glad to talk some games. Let's do it.
Then we got my man, Dallas.
What up, man? Just another day out here in this neighborhood, ready to get talking on these games once again. Shout out to the chat. We know y'all gonna be live like always, man. Let's get going.
Floor hug in the building.
Hey guys, excited to be back. We got some great topics, and hope you guys are live in the chat. I always like responding to what you guys post.
Last but not least, we have a guest today. He's been with us before. Happy to have him back. Got my man, Kev. What's going on, Kev?
Hey, I'm just here to spread the glory
Of
all glory in general.
Look at that. Look at that. Kev, spreading the glory, the love all around. Thank you guys for rocking with us. If you're watching on my channel, I appreciate it. Watching on the TiC Network channel, the new TiC Network channel. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Share it out. You know, go on Twitter. If you guys look on the screen right now, you see my panel, people. You know, unfortunately, Kev ain't on that, but I will drop all of his information in the description down below. Follow my people. Follow Kev. Hit everybody up. Make sure you guys sub to the new TiC channel. And as always, get all of your gaming news from TiCGamesNetwork.com. So we're going to jump right into it. So I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. Apparently, Sony has patented a new cartridge device, and some people are believing this may be a new Vita coming forward. Some people say that it might be related to something called IO, something along those lines. But I want to get y'all's thought. Number one, is that Alexa? Number one, do you guys think we will see a new Vita? Number two, do you guys think this is related to a new Vita? Number three, is this not Sony just following behind Nintendo, having a handheld with a cartridge inside of it like a Switch? I'm just saying, what y'all think?
Probably. I don't know. It's interesting, but who knows? Sony and Xbox right now, Microsoft are kind of like in a weird spot because Nintendo is so leading the way in the handhelds. And I mean, I love the PSP. The Vita was okay. So maybe they're going to take another stab at it. That would be super interesting.
Dude, I had two Vitas. My bad, go ahead.
Okay. My concern is that, you know, Sony in the past has said for a while that they're not going back to handheld. But with Sony, you kind of have to take everything like their people say with a grain of salt. Exactly. Because Sony will say they're not going to do something and then turn around and do it. Sony has lied to us a million times in the past.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, we're not going to get PUBG.
Has PlayStation ever been as prevalent with Sony as it is right now? Because, I mean, the other departments of Sony ain't bringing in the bread like PlayStation, so why not just be PlayStationed out at this point? I think a handheld Sony device would be much more popular than it was with the Vita, because the PSP was straight flames. I love the Vita. I mean, the PSP. I love the PSP. The Vita, I had two of them boys and sold both of them. It was just underwhelming.
I don't know.
It's underwhelming because it was under love. Show us some love. Like, support it until the wheels fall off and we might could talk.
It had support, but it had support for a bunch of games a lot of people really weren't into. It had a lot of games.
Ton of games.
Yeah, I heard it was like a JRPG heavyweight.
Yeah,
yes.
Like JRPGs, it was the shit.
Yep.
Half of those games that was produced for the Vita, though, they weren't good. Like, I still remember the Borderlands 2 port. That was a port?
Awful. I didn't know they had a port.
That
for
was
the Vita.
hot garbage.
I didn't know that.
No, low key, I haven't owned a traditional handheld since the Game Boy Color. I haven't been interested in handhelds since then, so I don't know. Now, I have a Switch, but I don't use it in handheld mode hardly ever because that shit hurts my hands.
Whoa, I only use the Switch in handheld.
Yeah, I got big ass hands. I don't know, but I use it primarily in docked mode with Pro Controller.
Yeah, I just prop it up.
You know what though? That kind of defeats the purpose of the Switch to me. If I personally needed to play in docked mode, I probably would have had to play the Switch.
See, I prefer it that way because for me, because I'm not big into handhelds, when I'm on the go, I'm on the go. So for me, like, I'm not gonna be in the dentist's office or something playing a video game while I wait. Now I might pull out my phone. Like I was at the doctor's office today with my son, and we were watching Twitch. Or we were watching Overwatch on Twitch. I'll do that, but I'm not gonna sit there, game in the doctor's office or something. And, game for like 15, 20 minutes like that.
I kind of agree. I'm not gonna take my Switch with me wherever I go, but like some mobile games have been stepping it up. There's some good games on there now, so I'd rather do that than take my Switch with me.
To me, the Switch has a delivery.
Mobile games make more sense anyway because you always have your phone.
Amen.
Speaking of which, I should probably turn my ringtone off.
The Mac of all says I would pick up a Sony handheld for all the RPGs. Me too. There's so many good RPGs.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, why don't you just put those RPGs on the PS5 or PS4 or whatever Sony's doing next?
They're convinced that it won't sell.
No, they come to the PS4 eventually. Eventually. It's never beforehand. But even then, they still take the chance of with these RPGs, like Trails of Heroes, Legends of Cold Steel. That came from the Vita to PS4.
See, here's my thing, guys. I predicted that Microsoft and Sony next gen would produce a companion style handheld. Nothing that's separate from the main console, because what the Switch is doing is absolutely amazing, right? They caught fire with it. So I did predict that Microsoft and Sony would have a companion handheld, nothing like necessarily dedicated, but something that you could possibly. Because here's the thing, like with if the Vita could play my PS4 games, I would have never got rid of my Vita.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, we heard rumors that Microsoft is possibly coming out with multiple things next gen with their console, right? Multiple consoles, multiple things for next gen. That's the rumor. And if that means that I can play my console games on the go, that it might not be 4K, it might not be 1080p. But if I can play these games and they look and they run how they do on the Switch right now, that's a W. And
I don't think that's where Microsoft is going, though.
What was that?
I don't think Microsoft is going that handheld route at all. I don't even think it makes sense to even battle Nintendo in the handheld space at this point.
And that's what I'm thinking. Because to me, the Switch and 3DS, even though they probably shouldn't, they are two different things, right? And you would think that they would just get rid of the 3DS and keep the Switch as the primary handheld. But here's the thing. That's why I'm using trying to use the keyword companion. I'm not a dedicated, here's a handheld like a 3DS, play some little mobile games, and there you go. I'm thinking a pure companion app where I'm about to leave, I can take something off of my 4K console and take it with me to go. And I could stream games on xCloud, play games on Game Pass of that nature. That's just me. I just think that, to me, that's the way, because I know you guys said I wouldn't take my Switch to doctor's office. To me, the Switch, I mean, you want to take it wherever you go. But to me, taking the Switch on the go is a deliberate move. You're like, hey, I'm going to be somewhere for a couple of hours. Somewhere I ain't trying to be, I'm going to bring my Switch. It's a deliberate move.
And to me, the Switch
absolutely take it to. I've taken it to doctor's appointments. It's the only thing.
To me, the problem is the Switch is just too damn big. It's not like I have my son's 3DS right here and I'm looking at it. This thing fits right in my pocket easily. It's not much bigger than my Galaxy 8, and so it's like it makes sense. The Switch for a handheld is massive. I just can't see it. And on top of it, I really think with the things that Microsoft has been doing this generation, I think they're going to go the Steam Machine route next gen. So I don't see them doing like a companion handheld or anything like that. If anything, they might develop an app. Well, or I should say expand the Xbox app that's already on mobile.
Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see a Xbox branded Surface tablet. That's what I mean by companion.
Yeah, that makes much more sense.
I can see that. I can see that. That makes a lot more sense.
Like, I seriously think they're gonna do something like that.
So not necessarily a dedicated machine, but more like a mirror machine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not meant to run separate games. It's not meant to none of that. It's for you to be able to play your Xbox home console games on the go. Like
Steam has with their cloud, you can play on any system kind of thing. Or you play on one system and then you can play it on another.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe they'll go something like that. Would be interesting.
Maybe that's what they were testing with Xbox Play Anywhere, and they're just really gonna because Xbox Play Anywhere has really only been PC and Xbox, and I'm waiting for them to explode and actually do it on more devices because I love the idea of the program.
I think that's what the xCloud's going to be, man. xCloud, you got a device. I forgot what's this. There's a guy I follow on Twitter, and I apologize, man. He was saying how he just started up the service like $35 a month, and he said the latency was really good. He got to play high-end PC games on his regular PC, as long as you got the speed for it. I think that's really what the xCloud's going to be. It's like, hey, you got good enough connection. You're going to play your console games on your tablet. On your Galaxy S9.
The Google joint.
Was it Google?
Yeah.
It was like $35 a month. He said he signed up for it, and he showed clips of Black Ops, and it looked legit.
I've had some people that played the Google one when they came out. I think it was like a month ago. They were playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They said it was actually really good. Not amazing, but it's good. But I don't think they had to pay for it. I think they were just in the beta.
Yeah, but this was something else. I'll figure out the exact name for it here in a bit. But it's like $35 a month, and he was like showing us gameplay of Black Ops, and it looked legit. So I'm thinking Microsoft with this xCloud, they're trying to get around top of that. But we went way left. But speaking of Sony, because that's when we see the patents for this cartridge. Do you guys want another handheld from Sony?
It depends how it runs.
Hell yeah, I'm down for a new one.
I want Sony to keep doing what they're doing.
Y'all know my phrase. Cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
I'm cautiously optimistic too, but keep doing what you're doing, Sony, because right now you're doing good things.
But like, if they're bringing a new handheld, and it's just a companion app, or if it is a standalone, you gotta bring more than what you had with the Vita and more than what you had with the PSP. We can't just see the same old. We need more.
You can't dead it early. That's the problem that they have with the Vita. They deaded it too fast.
Yeah, they did.
I hate the UI on the Vita. The UI on the Vita should have been just like the PS4 or the PS3. Their UI was trash. I don't care what nobody say. The Vita UI was trash. The UI
was fine.
No, bro, that thing was boo-boo, doo-doo.
I mean, that's like when people say the PS3 UI was good.
It wasn't as bad as the Vita.
The PSP wasn't bad.
The PSP UI was perfect. It was linear. It was PlayStation. They tried to go extra with this Vita UI, and it just didn't work for me. But that's just me. But I guess we're going to
software needs an improvement.
Yes, we're gonna switch gears because there was a article put out talking with Mike Ybarra from Microsoft. And basically, Mike was saying that these companies, they went to him. Microsoft was like, what you want to make, and these new studios like, well, how much we got? Microsoft was like, don't worry about what daddy pockets look like, what you want, like straight daddy at these studios, like what you need, baby. Taking them to the, how much the earrings? Don't worry about the price tag. We got you.
Sugar daddy Microsoft.
So apparently that's what's happening in Microsoft. I went to these new studios, Obsidian, Ninja Theory, and was like, yo, do whatever the hell you want to do. We got the funds. We don't care about the price tag. We got you. So I want to know, like, this is to me, this is a very significant move. Number one, most people are worried about Microsoft being in too depth with these new studios. And number two, are they really dedicated to gaming? Like, what do you guys think about this report? And Mike was like, yo, these studios can do whatever the hell they want. They got the budget they need.
I think some of that might have been lost in translation. I don't think anybody gets an unlimited budget.
Oh, definitely. They're not gonna say we spent $1 billion on this game. No, of course not.
Yeah. I think some of these studios, probably can, they probably have a little more clout than others. Like I can see Ninja Theory, especially after coming off of Hellblade. Obsidian's always had a good track record.
Playground.
But I don't see Playground's another one. I don't see Undead Labs getting all that pocket change. Let's just be real. Rare might get a little bit because Sea of Thieves is doing well. Still trash, but it's doing well.
Whoa. The Xbox Slammer has started early.
Sea of L's for the win, or for the L anyway. Yeah.
I kind of agree. I'm going to go with a Dallas. I'm cautiously optimistic. Because you can give somebody all the budget they want, they can come under budget, or you could have somebody that takes a Destiny budget and just nosedives it like Fallout 76 or something. So it's like, I'm gonna say cautiously optimistic. I'm glad that they're letting these companies do what they're doing. Keep doing what you do in Microsoft. Butt out. Don't be an EA. Butt the hell out.
Right.
But there's a line somewhere.
Butt into 343. I'm gonna say butt into 343. We don't want another Halo 5 campaign.
Oh god.
Halo 5 multiplayer on point. Halo 5, we want you to butt in a little bit there.
Now, here's the thing,
know where
bro.
Microsoft
They
also
got to fix
could
that.
What was that? What do you got to say, huh? What?
My bad. Now, he said no more Halo campaign. Now, because they owe us a campaign.
I think we just lost fame.
Shit. But did we lose the rest of the podcast?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, his mic cuts in and out sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he'll be talking and they can hear him, but he can't hear us.
Yeah, can y'all hear me now?
Will say.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does
people.
That. No, I was saying
do not invest in Game Pass. Do not invest in Game because you only get maybe 10 games, and the games that you're gonna sign up for, like I signed up for.
What you mean you only get 10
Forza
games?
Horizon on PC.
Yeah, on PC.
Oh,
yeah,
on PC. I was like, girl, you lying?
No, but
I did Game Pass for Forza Horizon 4. I enjoyed my time.
But on most PCs that want the Horizon 4, it doesn't launch. I launched the demo just fine, but I couldn't launch the full game.
Did you contact Microsoft?
I was playing with Fame a couple weeks ago. Him and I were getting it in on Forza Horizon 4 on PC. Yeah. I don't own an Xbox. Yeah.
But here's the thing: they are making a dedicated Game Pass for PC. So
yes, but right now, as it stands, do not get it.
See, I haven't had.
If you got a PC, man, if you got an Xbox, that's a mother loving deal.
Yeah, it's great on Xbox. I personally haven't had any issues with it on PC, so I can't speak to that.
I don't have issues with the Game Pass itself. It's just Forza Horizons would not launch at all.
I wonder why though, because me and Kev played together, crossplay, and his was working just fine.
Yeah. I don't own an Xbox, and Fame and I were playing.
It's weird because I went onto the forums and people were just like, "It's not launching at all."
Are you completely up to date? I had this issue with State of Decay, and I swore it was the game, and I was out of date. If the game isn't completely up to date, it will not launch.
I'm up to date, all that stuff. Rebooted, went into administrator. Still, I'm like, you know what? Not worth it. I got State of Decay to run, no problem.
Okay.
So I was like, I have no idea what's going on. But what were we talking about?
Microsoft budget. Microsoft Studio budget.
Oh yeah. And I'm cautiously optimistic. There's got to be a line drawn somewhere. And if the big studios are getting all the funding, what are the little studios getting? Or if the little studios, something's got to suffer. It's not
someone's got to hold an L.
Yeah,
you're right.
Like it's not going to be balanced.
343, the Coalition, the Initiative, and Playground, and Hellblade. I believe is true for them. Possibly Obsidian in some way.
Obsidian, I think, is definitely going to. Obsidian might be. It's probably the best studio they have at this point.
Mm-hmm. Obsidian is going to be the top tier studio that they get first.
Yeah, like when we're looking at this 2 years from now or 3 years from now after this game comes out, their top studios are going to be 343, the Coalition, Playground, and Obsidian.
You want to think the Initiative can do it?
Ninja Theory will probably be number 5, but
what about the Initiative?
Over the Initiative, I don't know enough.
Daryl Gallagher did his thing. He did his thing.
They have some good people, but I need to know about what they're making.
I have to see what they're doing.
Yeah, I need more information before I get excited about the Initiative. But Obsidian is known for quality. Keep in mind, I'm also a Fallout fan. They made Fallout New Vegas. Not my favorite Fallout, but people are saying that's the best Fallout ever.
Glorious.
Yes.
It's glorious.
Yeah, I like Fallout New Vegas. I have Fallout New Vegas. I think it's better. I think Obsidian as a studio is better than all of other Microsoft's other studios. Period. Obsidian's problem is that they just never had the budget. That's always been their issue.
They got it now.
Yeah, they do.
And time.
I say Obsidian and Ninja Theory is like top 2. And I got 343 up there because I got a love for Halo. They can never be replaced.
I love Halo, but I'm not sure that I don't think 343 is as good as Bungie was.
Here's the thing: we won't truly know how good of a studio 343 is until they make a new game.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
You mean like you mean like their own IP?
Their own IP.
Yeah.
We want to know how good of a studio they are till they create their own story and their own characters. We want to know how good they are as a studio. Same with Coalition.
That's fair.
Same with the Coalition.
The Coalition's been killing it with Gears.
They have, but it's
still
still
a little better.
Like what was the game they were making when they were Black Tusk? What was that?
Shanghai.
Yes, like Microsoft needs to let them go make that game. Let them finish that game. Like, I'm not saying that they do it. I'm not saying do it bad because I'm hyped for Gears 5, right? I'm looking forward to Gears 5. Showstopper, what's going on, bro? But I want to see what they can do that's not Gears.
Yeah.
Just like the Playground, like it's exciting to see what Playground is doing that's not Forza. Like that's exciting. Like we get to see the true depths of how good that studio is, right? Even though it's a second studio and it's newer, we get to see how good those developers are because it's something that's being built from the ground up. Yes, the rumors that it may be Fable, even though I don't think it's Fable. The reason I don't think it's Fable, I know it's off topic a little bit, was the fact that you hear reports that the key sticking point to Microsoft picking up Playground was the RPG game they pitched to Microsoft, which was a new game. They didn't pitch them a Fable game. They showed them a new RPG. That's why I'm still weary on them being the ones making Fable. I just don't believe it.
Then if we ain't got nobody working on Fable now, put that in the hands of the Initiative or Ninja Theory.
Not Ninja Theory. I don't want Ninja Theory. I think they'll be a little bit too gothic with how they do it.
It would have to be a reboot, like a whole new branding of Fable. It won't be the same Fable.
Actually,
which
the
I don't want that
idea
anyway.
is actually why I want Ninja Theory on top of it.
I would say Compulsion before Ninja Theory.
I still like Compulsion.
It depends on the art style you're looking for. I don't see Compulsion because I want a serious, I want a reboot of Fable. I don't want Fable 4.
Fable wasn't about seriousness though. It was about dark. It was dark British humor.
I want that joint to be dark.
Then it wouldn't be Fable.
That's why I said I want a reboot.
Then why don't they make an IP?
Don't
new
Batman
IP?
Fable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think that style would work anymore. They diluted the Fable name so much already when they did the Connect game and then they tried to do Fable Legends. Like that style just doesn't work anymore. I don't think people will be receptive to that.
What studio was working on Fable Legends? Was it the one that they shut down?
Lionhead.
The old Fable studio. Yep, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember the name of the studio. Well, yep. So there go that.
And Lionhead's the one that predicted that said it's going to be a British studio, and that's why everybody running with Playground. I don't see it just simple fact that Playground was already working on a new RPG, and Microsoft was like, "Oh damn, y'all talented. Let me go ahead and buy y'all." Like, this is the kicking point. And as Microsoft went to them and said, you know the game you was making? Call it Fable now, which will go against the report of them having creative freedom. That's why I don't think they're working on Fable, honestly. I could be wrong. I don't think they are.
I think people want Fable back. I still think it wouldn't surprise me if that's what the Initiative were working on. I don't think it's an already established studio. And if it is, I'd like to see Ninja Theory get their hands on it. I think they'd do a good take on it.
Demi, you say you don't want to see Ninja Theory do. What do you want to see Ninja Theory do?
I want to see Ninja Theory do a hack and slash.
You want them to keep, because I want them to do a prequel to Hellblade.
Nah, I don't want them to do a prequel to Hellblade. I want them to do a full-on, complete hack and slash. Because
are you talking something to the event like which color? I can't think of the game right now.
Or Devil May Cry.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, that's something like Devil May Cry or like Bayonetta, something like that.
Yeah, because I know the potential of what they did with DMC, and I like DMC because the combat was actually pretty good. So I would want them to stick to something in the same realm as hack and slash.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I feel you on that because in a way, like I said, because I love Hellblade. When it came out, it was my game of the year. So I would love to go back more into Senua's background. I think that character needs more for a story needs to be told because the character was just absolutely amazing. We know for a fact they're gonna use whatever they do. Gonna use motion capture. What they did with Senua, that joint came out beautiful. But I think you got a point.
Well, I think that's the way to go forward. Motion capture. Look at God of War. That was almost exclusively motion capture.
Yeah.
And that's the way to go in the future. I mean, yes, modeling and all that is still essential, but there's just something about motion capture that sells it more than just a 3D model
Just
going in a
feels more
preset
real.
path.
Feels more authentic.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying, my love?
No, I was just saying, I think Demi on to a point with them making a hack and slash. I think all of these new Xbox studios need to, because I mean, logically, right? We're looking at next gen before we truly really get something from one of these studios, right? They all got to come out with new IPs off the rip. If Microsoft want to sell these this new console, or you know, hey, here's a new studio we told you all about a few years ago. Here's all the new IPs that they've been working on. I think that'd be a hell of a hit.
You know what Microsoft could do to launch their new system, or you know anybody could do to launch their new system, is bring out, what was that game? Star Wars 1337. Bring that back.
1313, and that's never come into existence.
I know, but just like wow everybody. Like I didn't think Beyond Good and Evil 2 was gonna get announced, but they're like, hey, you know, sneak peek here. It's like, oh, okay.
That game dead in the water, just like the original Prey 2. That game was also gone.
Yeah, you can only wait so long before you come back to an IP without rebooting it, I think. It's like you have to keep it here. It's like if Half-Life 3 came out. There's no reason to put Half-Life 3 out.
I agree with that.
It's 20 years. Yeah, it sucks we haven't seen the end of the story. It'll flop.
You could do Left 4 Dead 3
when that game came out for Beyond Good and Evil, 13, and I'm 25 now, so it's like I have to go back and play because I don't remember the story.
You can do Left 4 Dead 3 now because that would still fit. That and more.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead had like really no story to it. It's like there was a story, but it was pretty straightforward. I think only because Left 4 Dead is still popular on Steam, it will still do well.
Yeah,
because the game's still hot on Steam.
Yeah, and
Portal's still pretty hot.
Portal's still hot, but at this point, it's like they're not going to finish that story.
No. There's got to be a time and certain games that you just got to realize that, oh, this is never going to happen. And you got to kind of move on with that. For me, it's just like, I know that these games are like 20 years old and they're still unresolved, but I don't really want to see them come back at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, leave it go.
If you had to pick an old game to come back right now, what game?
Dino Crisis.
Dragon.
Does it have to be? It has to be old.
I mean, it depends on what you think about.
Older than 10 years.
Yeah, older than 10 years.
Oh, that was my first
Legend
choice.
of Dragon. We need that yesterday.
Because one of the games I wanted the most to keep going, and it's actually coming back, and that was Streets of Rage. I lost my mind when they announced Streets of Rage 4. Like that's the day one. Blaze.
See, I already got my dream game coming. Resident Evil 2 remake. So I'm content right now. Me saying Dino Crisis is just being greedy.
Jet Grind Radio, Jet Set Radio.
Woo! Jet Set Radio was lame.
Yeah, Jet Set Radio, fire.
Did you guys know today's the 20th anniversary of the Dreamcast?
I didn't know that.
No, it's not. Dreamcast came out $99.99.
Oh shit! Oops, wrong language.
No, you're good.
That post is wrong that I saw.
Yep, $99.99. It was the day before my 15th birthday. It was the day for my 15th birthday because I was trying to get one for my birthday.
Ooh, you old.
The console that came out before it was ready, before it's time. My man Mac Caval said Legacy of Kain. I'm with that.
Check this out. We talk about the Dreamcast before its time. The Dreamcast was basically the prototype to the Xbox 360.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, Xbox 360 fire is still one of my favorite consoles of all time.
Facts.
Sometimes I be wanting to buy one, bro.
Why? You got an Xbox One. Just play all the games backward compatible.
Yeah, just play your backwards compatible.
But not all of them are backwards compatible. Like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I never got to finish that game. And I played on my 360 because that game would never go backback's compatible because
the studio's gone
for that.
Yeah, the studio's gone. Good point.
I'd be surprised certain companies just don't pick up what these companies just leave off at.
Well, sometimes the rights are like all in the air and they're spread up between different companies when
like
assets get flipped and shit.
Sometimes you
drop money on the floor and you don't know whose it is.
Like GoldenEye, because besides, was it Bronson? What's the guy's name?
Pierce Bronson.
Nintendo, Microsoft, Rare, which is Microsoft. They got so many like stuff that's spread across. Like that game would never get made, bro.
But that's why GoldenEye wasn't in Rare Replay. For that exact reason.
And you got games like in you go even further back, the Commodore 64 era, nobody knows who owns the title. Some of these people are dead. Like, you don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The legacy
Commodore 64. That's before my time, honey.
I've been playing a lot of old C64 games.
Good.
I've been dedicating this year to just going back and remembering why I love gaming. I love the 4K adventures I have today, but to see how complex and how simple these old games were, it's just something that blows my mind.
I wish more game devs would actually do that, because there's no reason why, and I was watching this video Review Tech did last night. I don't know if Alex did it, someone too, where David Jaffe was talking about how games aren't changing; they're all the same. And he used Uncharted as an example, and that's so true. Like, if you play Street Fighter, you play Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter might have its own little thing to it, but it's still Street Fighter. Halo's kind of the same thing. Uncharted's the same thing. Forza,
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's fighting games. I think especially are like that too, because it's a series. Like sometimes they don't even Mortal Kombat's bad because they don't even necessarily change the combos or the special moves.
Exactly.
Like you've been using that same combo since Mortal Kombat 2.
That's true. It's like movies. We're not really getting much new. We're getting the same stuff, just in a new wrapped package.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of things. I can't even listen to new hip hop anymore because of that.
All these dudes music.
All right, so while we're still semi on the topic of Xbox, and it's unfortunately for a lot of people who are going to be upset. I've went back and forth with people on Twitter, nothing negative, but went back and forth them asking me why they really truly understand. But Obsidian's new games are going to be announced at the Video Game Awards. We know they've apparently been working on this game for a good while now. And I went up to Twitter and I made 2 posts. I was like, hey, Xbox fans, do not raise hell when this Obsidian game is announced for PS4, because it will be, because the game had been worked on way before the Microsoft transition. And also to the PlayStation gamers, don't try to use this as something that's don't act brand new, because you know for a fact this game and Exile's next game, as a matter of fact, will also be on the PlayStation 4. But did you guys see the screenshot of this new Obsidian game?
No, not yet.
No.
You guys didn't see it? Oh my god. Look at the thumbnail or the video or go look it up. Do 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 do. Demi, did you check it out? Did you see it, Demi? Dallas?
3DS for this.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
What is going on? What about you, Dallas? What?
Spacer's Choice?
This is beyond me.
I'm looking for it now.
See, keep it real. I've been spending more time gaming and less time following a lot of these companies are doing too.
So y'all didn't know that Obsidian is showing off their new game at the Game Awards?
I knew they were showing off the game, but I didn't see this icon. Or I didn't see this logo. I'm looking at it now.
What feel of
it
gaming?
Looks like a Fallout or a Western game.
Yes, and this is what I was actually hoping for: a spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas.
I immediately thought that.
It looks like a little bit of Fallout splashed with some Mass Effect.
For it for years, so it would make sense.
And people are already pissed at Fallout 76. So if this is people are gonna jump to this game.
I can go on that. Did you guys hear Fallout? They might be getting sued. Companies putting together a class action lawsuit.
What?
No sympathy.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
They're putting a class action lawsuit together because kind of like how what was that game? No Man's Sky was sued when it came out. It's too buggy. It's not what they promised when it shipped. So there might actually be a legitimate case there.
Well, Todd Howard is known for lying
to people. PS and won't give it back. Yeah, they definitely.
Tell me lies.
So is there any hype for this?
What?
No, I'm saying, is there any hype for this? No, Obsidian.
Oh, Obsidian. No.
I'm hyped for Obsidian because I love the studio.
I'm
they make great RPGs.
Gonna be cautiously optimistic.
Their writing.
I don't get hyped anymore.
So
their writing is impeccable. But I also got hyped for Mass Effect Andromeda, and we all know how that turned out.
Stop! You hurt. That hurts.
You know what?
I like the game. Don't get me wrong, but it's weak.
I understand my 2 favorite IPs are Mass Effect and Fallout. That hurts.
My favorite game of all time is Mass Effect 2. So yeah,
mine too.
That's my baby. But we can all agree that the hype trains. The only game I am hyped for, I will say. and I know Chief is gonna hop on me on this, is what's it, Cyberpunk. That's the only game I'm looking forward to and being like hyped for. But the rest is
see, I'm not even hyped for Cyberpunk. I want to see it. It looks good.
It's gonna be so good.
I hope so. People were hyped for it. We saw gameplay.
Yeah.
Now I'm cautiously optimistic.
I think people were hyped when the trailer dropped, like 8 years ago? They're like, yes, give me.
I think this game releasing, this at the VGA, I'm showing the trailer for this game, further shows the notion that it's going to be 4 years before this studio makes any Microsoft exclusives. It's going to be a long time.
Yeah.
And that's why people had to pump their brakes a little bit. You know, it's good. Studio acquisitions are dope, but people got to pull back a little bit because this proved like this game. It will be on PS4. It will be on, Steam because we don't. It could. Here's the thing. There's like I don't know. Give me a range, a 2% chance that it may not be because we don't know what obligations was it Take-Two is publishing it. We don't know what obligations Obsidian had with this game before. We don't know if it was. For all we know, it could have been an Xbox PC game. We don't know the details just yet. So let's make that clear. We don't know. But
beyond that,
likely,
how many of these games that came to Xbox and PC at whatever point didn't end up on Steam? There's like maybe 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they just put Sunset Overdrive on Steam.
Everything but the first party games. Pretty much everything but the first party games.
Even the original Halo Wars is on PC.
Yeah.
Or on Steam, I mean.
They did put that on Steam.
They waited a few weeks.
Yeah.
They waited a few weeks. Then Record just got put on Steam. Super Lucky still for those who like that.
So Microsoft
y'all remember
IP, but yeah, you're
when
right.
Back in the day, Square Enix is like, we'll never have a Final Fantasy on PC, and now we got Final Fantasy 13 and stuff, and
we got most of the Final Fantasies on PC now.
Yeah, Square was like, nope, never gonna happen, and now it's like, okay, I guess.
So I don't get it. They said that, but all the Tomb Raiders have been on PC forever.
I know. I was just like, come on,
they're
Square.
weird.
Yeah,
I think it was Square Japan. I don't think American Square gave a shit. They're like, people want to play it on PC, go for it.
Yes, American Square understands.
Now if we can get Atlas in line, I want Persona on PC. Goddammit.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
Wait a minute,
Persona.
Wait a minute, Sega. Wait, which way am I tripping? Sega is owned. Wait a minute, Atlas.
Atlas is owned by Sega.
It's owned by Sega.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? And usually Sega, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Persona was coming to Microsoft once we heard Sega was in Redmond. Like, why they taking? And I know companies do that, but they was like taking mad pictures and like really letting you know we are here. Like, maybe they're gonna start dropping these games on Xbox. That never happened.
Maybe. I want Persona.
Yes, I want Persona on PC.
Like outside of an emulator.
Yakuza went there, so.
Yeah, I think we got Yakuza 0. I think we will get a Yakuza 1 remake announced at the Game Awards. And I want to see the whole Yakuza series on PC. Now, it doesn't make sense because Sega has like exclusive PC series, like Total War.
Yeah,
like exclusive to PC by Sega.
Very stubborn companies, aren't they?
Very weird companies.
Before we get to the next topic, I want to ask y'all a question. Give me one thing you do expect to see at the Game Awards. Because for me, I think we're definitely gonna get a different and hopefully better look at Days Gone. I think that's happening.
I mean, I think we're gonna get Jeff Keighley's bullshit.
Games announced or the awards we plan to people to see.
More because like games. Or both. One thing you expect to see.
I expect Overwatch to win again. Like, as much as I don't want it, or Fortnite might win it this time for ongoing game.
Yeah, I don't see people are over Overwatch. It's about Fortnite now.
I was over Overwatch last year, and they still gave it an award. I mean, I'll still play Overwatch, but Overwatch is.
Yeah, I loved Overwatch. It was my game of the year when it came out, but I'm at a point now where somebody has to like get me on to play Overwatch. I don't just go play because I feel like it.
That's my really drunk game. It's like when I'm really drunk, it's like, let's go play Overwatch, y'all.
Part of me wants to see, something from Microsoft. I just think if they had something to show, it would have been an EXO. So I'm like, womp.
You know what we're gonna see? We're gonna see those little dust, those dust things that you see in the desert from Sony.
Damn, tumbleweed.
You know what would be cool to see is something from the Cuphead guys.
I was surprised Microsoft didn't go after
the MDHR. Yeah, because they love Microsoft.
Yeah, I thought that would have been a really good deal.
I want to see something from them. What's their new thing? Even if it's just like a screen.
I don't know what they're working on. I know they're
what I'm excited to see.
What you excited to see, fam?
Fame, shut up, because I already know what you about to say.
Bro, if you say throw babies, I'm about to kick you
out. I can't wait to see. I don't care. I don't care if it's just a trailer. Fight me. I want to see Death Stranding.
Yes.
So you want to see him? Here's gonna be the trailer. It's gonna be a guy. It's gonna be Norman Reedus pulling up in this big vehicle, walking up like he gonna make up some invisible steps. Walking up, and he's gonna be dropping off a package in front of 5B, getting back in his vehicle, and then you're gonna see credits, and you're gonna see Kojima with winking and smile. That's it.
That's game of the year. That's the guy with my game of the year right there.
No throat babies?
Nah, it's gonna be
plot twist. Norman Reedus is the throat baby. He's inside of himself.
Nah, the dude with I can't remember his name, but the dude with the neck mud shot got the throat baby.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, I can't remember his name either.
I cannot remember his name.
Can I get a release date?
For the second conversation,
we'll just
How y'all hype for games y'all ain't seen no gameplay of?
Demi hype for it.
What am I hype for?
I'm playing, bro. Death Stranding.
I'm
hype for a Death Stranding release date.
You know, I'm
hyped about Ghost of Tsushima more.
Y'all the kids,
wait,
the Easter Bunny got spoiled for it too soon or something.
Wait. Y'all forgetting the most important thing being shown at the VGAs.
Last of Us 2?
Alien Blackout.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't care about that.
Oh, no, Alien Isolation was superb. That was a great horror game.
That terrified me.
A lot of people slept on that game, but that was a great horror game.
Or Code Vein, that would be a nice one to see.
What happened to Code Vein? What's that supposed to drop way earlier this year?
It was supposed to come out early next year, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was coming out next year.
Give me a sneak peek. Just tease me. Come on, guys, tease me.
Oh, Jump Force.
As dope as I feel like I want that game to be, I also feel like I'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel the disappointment coming. I'm not going to be hype over Code Vein.
Code Vein doesn't have a release date yet. It's just scheduled for 2019.
Speaking of disappointments, at least score-wise, anybody play Darksiders 3?
No.
Oh my god, that game is so disappointing.
Yeah? I haven't played it yet. I've heard mixed reviews.
If you've played the other ones, you will be like, really? But if you just played that one, you might like it. But what they did is basically took Dark Souls, and I'm not even joking. I know everybody says, oh, it's kind of like the Dark... No, they took Dark Souls.
No, they really changed it.
And like slapped it in there. It's like, if you want to play Darksiders, go play the other two. They're fantastic. This one,
it doesn't play
I like
the
character.
They took away the combo heavy hack and slash execution.
Wow, yep. I didn't know that.
They took away the loot that you could get to. It's like, this is a joke.
Well, I mean, sometimes making a game into Dark Souls is great. Look what it did for God of War and Assassin's Creed. Well, they tried to make Assassin's Creed like Dark Souls.
Yeah,
but God of War, they totally made it feel like Dark Souls.
It just misses the mark so much, especially when it's such a well-ingrained series that people love. It's like, you can't do that.
God of War, was it?
Oh, some people never got to play it back in the day.
We call them young people.
That's true. That's very true.
Get some experience. Get some hair on your chest.
Don't call Demi out like that.
Demi, you play Darksiders?
I played both of them, so I can't relate to that one. But
I love God of War.
You played Darksiders 3, Demi? Oh, there you go. My bad. What you say?
Yeah, I played it. It's changed a bit too much in my perspective, really. It's changed way too much. It's enjoyable, and I like Fury as a character. But they've changed it to where it's hit dodge instead of, I can hit this character, throw him in the air. I'm comboing with something, air strikes. I'm throwing down my sight towards somebody. I'm pulling somebody in. Like the old Devil May Cry. Yeah, that's how Darksiders was at one point, though.
Yeah. I remember I played some of the first one, and it reminded me a lot of God of War.
Death, with part 2, when you played as Death, it was more Devil May Cry-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one is
it's Dark Souls light. Well, I'm kind of seeing a lot of series are like straying away from those combo heavy instincts, more so towards Soul games. And me not liking Souls game, I'm kind of like, I can deal with this, but it's making me not want to play. Like, if this is the future for Darksiders, and it's a solid game so far, it's not like enticing me to want to play like the rest of the series.
I love Dark Souls, but we can't have every game trying to be like Dark Souls.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that goes back to all games are playing the same. Some of these games are going to have to buy it on Bayonetta and just deal with it. Some of these games are going to figure out their own shit.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, and I say this for like a lot of Souls clones, really, like the Surge, Lords of the Fallen,
the Surge was trash.
The Surge was so bad.
It could have been a hack and slash,
Bloodborne,
and been really good.
Hey, we don't talk about Bloodborne like that. That was one of my favorites because that's completely fast paced, and I don't have the patience to play Dark Souls.
See, the reason I don't like Bloodborne is because they changed it up too much.
I don't have the patience for Dark Souls combat, but Bloodborne, I'm just like, yes.
See, and I like the more patient, more methodical combat of Dark Souls.
No, I thought we could be friends. No, I'm just kidding.
But we still have Polygon Titties.
Which is why I'm glad that we have Devil May Cry and more hack and slash coming around. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I'm enough. That's why Cold Game pushed me away because it's going to Souls like.
Well, they do that every couple of years too. Remember when all the games were trying to emulate Batman Arkham combat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the only one it really worked for was like Shadow of Mordor. That's the only one
you remember really that Ninja Turtles joint. There was an indie joint right at the end of the console generation.
Oh, that Ninja Turtles game was.
I loved that game. I loved that game. They got the combat right. They'd have that Batman combat.
I don't remember that one, but I remember the Platinum one, and I
remember the Platinum one. Yeah, I don't remember the other one.
It was an indie one. It came out right at the tail end of the PS3, Xbox 360 generation.
I got to go back then because I really don't remember.
Gold Chain, what up, bro?
What's up, Gold Chain gamers?
I was just loving on you, bro. I gotta get gold. We gotta get Gold Chain back.
I love your videos, man. You PC talking, just like, yeah, what up?
Just so you can feel special too. Hugger says she can wait for you to come back too.
Oh,
you and Gold Chain.
I understand. Yeah, I know that one. I know that one. I didn't get a chance to pick it up.
What was the name?
Y'all know what I need?
Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. It's not available anymore, but it came out in 2013, 2012.
I don't remember that, John.
Right at the turn of the generation.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, huh? But I remember that one. It looked good, but I didn't get a chance to play it. The Platinum one was fun, but just short.
It was short. It was buggy as shit on PC, and it was 30 frames on PC. They killed that one off too. PC was like, fuck this game with 30 FPS. Yes.
Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3 Fire.
Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, we'd be good on hack and slash. Forget everything else.
I feel like that should be just a new contender, man. Like Bayonetta and DMC are doing their thing. But man, it needs to be like somebody like that's why I'm kind of ready for Lost Soul Aside. Because that game is gonna be fire.
You know what? You're sure right. I completely forgot about it until you mentioned it just now.
That game is gonna be some heat because that's a hack and slash for the ages, and it's difficult. Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah, we just need good. We need good games. That's all we need. I've always said this.
You know how hard it is to get good games?
Yeah, exactly. I don't care.
Nowadays, if a game is decent, it'll have a shit ton of microtransactions.
Now the government got something to do with that, boy. They getting ready to shut microtransactions down. But then video games.
I'll go on Fallout 76 about if we talk about microtransactions. Let's not.
I don't even care about the microtransactions and Fallout. Just fix the damn game.
Once microtransactions become illegal,
cannot get a refund.
Once loot boxes and microtransactions become illegal, games are going up $10 a pop. Watch.
I don't mind. I'd rather pay the $80 per game.
Hey,
you know what? I don't mind.
80 at launch, because let's be real, I'm gonna wait for the Steam sale.
Yep. You know what we need to go back to? The days where you actually played the game to unlock stuff.
Yes.
Those were the good old days.
Or actually playing and beating our games.
Oh, yep.
That's not rampant in the community, so.
Yeah. Who's the guy that said, "Oh, gamers don't want to complete games anymore"? It's like, skirt. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like
Maybe
who don't want to?
Crap, I don't want to. I just don't understand this whole big wig mentality about games.
Gold Chain said he don't mind it either. Make it $80 a pop, $70 a pop. It's coming.
Because PC gamers are gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for that sale. Eat it.
It's mostly console gamers that I gotta get it day one. I'm like, okay.
Well, it was like, we had this conversation years ago when I finally realized why it doesn't make sense to buy a game day one.
Yeah.
It's like
certain titles I do need day one. Like I'm not gonna lie, Spider-Man.
Multiplayer, I think you need day one. Because you don't want to be level 1 6 months later.
True.
Oh, I do. I let people carry me. I'm just like, carry me through. I'm not doing anything.
like the Division. Like the Division is day one. The Division 2, I'm sorry. So day one.
I'm not sure I'm gonna get that. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna hold off on that one.
That multiplayer, you don't want to get left behind in that multiplayer, but the Dark Zone,
Devil May Cry is day one.
You get 8 up in Dark Zone.
Devil May Cry is absolutely day one. Resident Evil's day one.
Yeah, Resident Evil might be day one, but I'm gonna wait.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is day one.
Hey, Crackdown 3 day one because of Game Pass.
If Division goes the same way as it did with the original, you can't get into the Dark Zone anyway until you're a certain level. So I don't give a crap.
Day one. That's
my man Gold Chain said he buys VC on 2K. Hold that L, bruh.
Yikes!
Whoa!
Hold that L, bruh.
That's a massive L.
Before we
I haven't bought 2K in like 3 years. So
before we round up Dallas, you hop on that Red Dead Online yet?
I sure did.
What?
It's actually exactly as I expect. In all of the best and worst ways. Griefing is in full effect. Like as soon as I hit the open world, pow, shot in the head. No clue who did it.
So it's basically GTA 5. And it's the reason it's GTA Online.
It's absolutely the same stuff from GTA 5 launch. I won't say it's super buggy, but I ran into a couple things that just itched my nerves, like small things and big things. Like I know y'all understand this. When creating a character as a black man, you need more hair options than a damn afro, man. Let me get something other than
be glad you get that. Fallout just gives me a fade.
You know what? I go for that season right about now.
I would make a black man in games, or make a woman, look at the booty. And
bro, if you play Destiny,
you got a bald black man running around everywhere.
If you play Destiny, if you play any game with Kev and you a female, you like, dang, where Kev at? He's behind you, crouched down in your ass, bro.
All up in it.
This is why I applaud games where they actually give black people more choice than just Afro.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, you really only get that one choice. That's the real, that and being bald is the real only hair choices for us in the beginning. And then when you get to the barbershop, it opens up to a whole 3 different lengths of afros.
Ooh,
so yes.
And the microtransaction afros, don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting on that too, so I can look at them and not buy them.
You want that afro that's a centimeter longer?
That rainbow clown afro is coming. That 6'9" afro is on its way.
Oh no, they're gonna give you them Skittles seats. Like, what's that trash rapper? The new dude name is running around looking like a mouthful of Skittles.
Oh, 6'9", about the one that's in prison.
He's about to go, yeah.
Boy, you not want to be in prison with 6'9" tatted on your face.
But what's the combat like? Because I
gonna make him taste the rainbow.
It's pretty much exactly like the game. Generally speaking, is exactly as RDR2 single player is, with the exception of everybody else. You can pitch your camp. You pay for the normal camp $1 a day for upkeep. Like 75 cents a day for keeping a horse in your stable. You can get new horse. It's everything in the single player game. Only they make you pay for extra to have it online.
Oh God.
So
you get one freebie of everything.
GTA in the Western world.
Absolutely.
And y'all were talking about I should have bought this shit day one.
But I don't take anything away from it just yet, because as much as I might complain about the little stuff, I'm still actually having a lot of fun with it. Granted, I'm still in the beginning. There's a story.
Nah, the story is fire though.
Yeah,
the story.
I bet you the story be fire in a year and a half when it comes to PC too.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I mean, yeah, the story's gonna be fire regardless. I mean,
I'm waiting for it to come on PC and pirating the fuck out of it.
Wow.
well, let me back up because there's a story behind this. When GTA 5 came out on PC, day one, their shit got hacked and a bunch of people got their account stolen.
Mm-hmm.
It was a widespread story. Rockstar denied it. My shit got hacked. And when I called Rockstar asking for help, they hung up on me multiple times. So I'm like, well, fuck y'all. I'm just going to pirate y'all shit.
Nice.
It is what it is.
Y'all remember when Assassin's Creed, I think it was Syndicate, came out on PC? They had De Novo in there. And De Novo was locking out people that bought the game but letting the pirates in. And they locked it so efficiently that Ubisoft themselves had to go to hackers to get into the game and patch it in because they could not reverse De Novo in their own game.
I remember.
I didn't hear about that one.
I remember.
I know but they love their De Novo. What I know what pissed people off about De Novo and Ubisoft in general is you had De Novo and Steam.
Yep.
And Uplay. You had 3 forms of fucking DRM in your game.
Yep.
I totally get DRM on PC. Makes sense. What I don't get is why you need 3 forms of it. Like, nobody likes Uplay in the first place, and you keep insisting on using Uplay.
I hate Uplay, but I'm like, come on, guys. I just want to have my games in one place. And they're like, nah.
Right.
I'll
just buy the game on Steam. I'll just buy the game on Steam and be done with it.
Yeah.
But then
I'm glad to hear that it's I heard some kind of like rolling stuff about the online, but I am excited to play it when it eventually comes to PC.
Yep.
Crackhead McGee. Hello. So we gotta make sure we gotta let developers know that black people in gamers want more than afros or chin straps and cornrows.
Yes.
Right? So that's
that
could go back to the talk we had.
What game you get cornrows in besides NBA 2K?
Can you get cornrows in Sunset Overdrive?
Yep.
Yes, you can. I just thought about that.
But that goes back to what me and Demi were talking about a month ago with Ash coming into Overwatch. And people were like, raising the ruckus about, well, she's white, where's your black characters? It wasn't until like really The Legend of Korra that I had somebody that looked like me in a TV show. So it's like I'm down for more representation, but I'm not somebody that's gonna riot and pick it at your door if I don't get it. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Because I'm not one of the people where I need to play somebody look like me. Because most players, like games I play where I can create a character, my character is normally female.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, I mean, most games, cool. Whoever the main character is, that's the main character. That's the story you want to tell. But if you were going to give me the option to create my own character, 99% of the time, 98% of the time for some of y'all, when you create a character, you create them out of your likeness. You create them in your own image. So you kind of want the option to make them at least a little close to you, or at least a little close to somebody else that's a little close to you.
You know what I want? I want to see in a game where they make a black man or a Hispanic man or a black woman, whatever, or an Asian, maybe someone that's not a white man and not be a stereotype. Why all the Asian men I play in games got to be kung fu masters? Every black man I meet in the game gotta be up to all this niggerdom and hijinks.
Whoa!
The only game.
I'm right.
Whoa!
The only game that's come close.
A positive black man in a video game. When was the last time?
If you play Monster Hunter World, you can make your character.
Well, no.
Obama
I'm on a pre.
Obama wasn't Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
Obama wasn't Shaq Fu.
Yeah, the reboot.
He's a DLC.
Okay, I haven't played the reboot.
I'll play Obama any day.
Yeah, Obama's great. I'm thinking of like a predefined character and a new story. The closest I could think of is Lee from The Walking Dead. And this motherfucker was on his way to jail for murder at the beginning of the game.
Somebody forgot to talk to Kev before the show.
You know what?
I was like, you gonna have to do some bleeping here. But it's true. There's stock standard characters. It's left to your imagination. Unless you're getting into a game like Lara Croft, where it's like, yes, I want to see Laura's titties. I want to see her booty. I want to see them polygon things. But I want somebody who looks like me a little bit more. Not just necessarily black.
My man Crackhead McGee said he loved his characters thick.
Who doesn't love their characters?
Doesn't.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if there's 80 different hair options, I need more than 1 or 2 of them to be like black hair.
You know who has ugly customizations? And Kev's gonna agree with me on this, is Mass Effect Andromeda. Until they unlocked the hair, it was like 3 options that were like reasonable. It's like, oh, come on.
We modded that shit day 1.
I couldn't find any mods. There's only like 3 mods that that I want.
Were you on the Nexus?
And mod DB.
I remember, and maybe it was your character male
and female.
I'm gonna play. Well, see, I usually play female characters in Mass Effect, and I found a couple hair mods that I liked.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad now, but it's like when it first came out, like Dragon Age Inquisition was limited, but Mass Effect Andromeda was bare bones.
Yeah. And Dragon Age, I don't understand how you're made by the same studio. And like I always felt like Mass Effect had the better hair options, but I felt like they weren't the same. Like, especially when you got like no, they're not. They're both BioWare Edmonton. Yeah,
but it's 2 different teams within the same studio. I know because I know some people that work at BioWare here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and
so like you got one team is working on Dragon Age, the next one. You got somebody maybe working on Mass Effect, they don't know. And then you got people inside BioWare working on Anthem.
Yeah, we need to get Anthem out there because I'm tired of seeing about it. I'm tired of hearing about it.
That would be a good game to show at the Game Awards. Show us some more Anthem.
That should be the game that Mass Effect Andromeda was.
I don't like the idea of Anthem coming out of BioWare. I don't.
I like their writing and their story, but their gameplay is lacking sometimes.
I like the writing. I like the story. The gameplay typically
lacking like the Kraken.
But I don't think that them making a Destiny clone in 2019 is the right way to go. I think that train has already shipped and sailed. And I don't think this is what BioWare fans want. At least that's not what I want as a BioWare fan.
Me either, really.
It's kind of like, the biggest problem with Andromeda is it didn't know what it was. It didn't know what it wanted to be. It was trying to be a little bit of Skyrim, but it was trying to improve on what Mass Effect did. It was trying to improve on the gun mechanics, but they forgot what people liked about Mass Effect. It's the same thing with Fallout 4. The reason people complain about Fallout 4 is because Bethesda forgot what people liked about Fallout in the first place.
Yeah, they really forgot about it with 76.
Oh yeah.
You know what though? While you didn't tell a single lie just now, I can't deny the fact that the Anthem gameplay actually does look fun, and it's making me want to play.
It looks fun.
There's
no doubt about that.
It reminds me of Mass Effect multiplayer. It looks like Mass Effect multiplayer. So it's just, but it's like what I really want from, and I love Mass Effect multiplayer. Hell, Mass Effect multiplayer made me play for online. I'll put to you that way. Mass Effect multiplayer did, because I refused to pay for it before that. And that was like 2012. But it's not what I really want is the story-driven experience.
Give me Jade Empire 2, please.
Ooh, I don't think we ever get Jade Empire 2.
I know.
Or people screaming for KOTOR 3. Yes, please.
Yes. It's not what I want, but I'm not disappointed. I mean, at least they're not giving it to BioWare Montreal. I mean, BioWare Montreal doesn't exist anymore, but...
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they got absorbed.
It's funny, because BioWare, and I say this every time we talk about Mass Effect, BioWare Montreal made Leviathan, they made the Citadel, they made some of the best DLCs you could get.
They made their
they're not giving it to BioWare Montreal. BioWare Montreal doesn't exist anymore, but that was great.
Oh, yeah,
and then you give them a whole game and they can't do it. But then there's a whole bunch of extenuating circumstances in that.
Mm-hmm. Like development hell.
Yep. And the whole project got scrapped, and then they had to make the game in a year. Kind of like, what's that run? Dead Rising 4. Let's not talk about Dead Rising.
I look at every game series has that L. You know, you have your Gears Judgments, you have your Mass Effect Andromedas, your Fallout 76s. Every game holds an L at least once.
That's true. Fame Gaming with Persona says, I don't see Demi or Floor's channel just in the description. Did you not put me in there?
Whoa.
Yikes.
You know what? You know why?
Yikes.
Nope. Here it is. You know why? Because remember, we originally took this podcast off of my channel, and it's because all y'all stuff is on the old TiC channel description. That's why I need to update my channel since I'm back doing the restream thing. So I got to update my channel. So I never did it before you guys joined the thing. So I will update that. My apologies. I got to update it on both the TiC channel and my channel because it's on the old TiC channel that is now a legacy channel. So my apologies. Okay. But I appreciate you pointing that out.
If you guys also don't know, I know you're probably watching this on Fame's channel. We do have a new TiC channel. There's the old one, which is the legacy one, and we do have a new one. So and come to the site because we got some good stuff. But
yes,
it's TiC Games Network on the new channel. Make sure you go subscribe there because we got some cool shows coming up. We got some new ideas coming up, and we want you guys there.
Yes, indeed. And make sure you get your gaming news from TiCGamesNetwork.com. Most everybody in the panel, Dallas, Demi, Floorhugger, are all published on TiCGamesNetwork.com. Floorhugger did a piece not too long ago. Make sure you guys go and check it out. Demi's
I actually have a new one coming up soon.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Demi's doing reviews, Dallas posting. It's a beautiful thing, man. So make sure you guys get all your gaming news from TiCGamesNetwork.com. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to let everybody say their piece. My man, Dallas.
Man, I'll be out here searching for better hair for a while up until
Come
then,
to PC,
man.
you get mods.
You know what? I think that might be my next thing, but we'll talk about that. We appreciate y'all rocking with us once again. The chat was live as always, man. Till next time.
My man, half god, demigod.
Thank y'all for coming on through. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Great talks today, great topics, and come by the channel. Demigod reviews on everything. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, everything.
Floorhugger, build.
Oh my god. Thanks for coming by, guys. It was an awesome show. I always love interacting with you guys. I love my panel. Got some good topics we talked about. Make sure to come by the channel, my Twitter, Twitch, Mixer, all that. Got some reviews coming up. Make sure to come by the site. There's plenty of reviews, and we got the whole other team out there writing some great things. And we're going to be doing some good stuff in the next month coming up because it is the holiday season. And see you guys next time. I was about to say next week, but next time.
And last but not least, our guest for the night, my man Kev. What's going on, bro?
Hey, thanks for having me. Always love to be a part of the show. For those of you that don't know me, come check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/gloriouskev. Try to stream there a couple nights a week, though I've been busy the last month or so, so I haven't been streaming as much. I just stream whatever kind of games I like, all kinds of stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter at gloriouskev.
Dopeless. Want to thank you guys for rocking with us once again, and congratulate you guys for leveling up to 66. This was the Double XP Podcast. We will catch you guys in 2 weeks. But while we're here, we do have another show that we will be kicking off next week. I think you guys definitely going to enjoy. If you guys love a debate style or one-on-one type deal, I think you guys are really going to enjoy the show we start putting out starting next week. But as far as the mainstay podcast, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you guys for rocking with us once again, and we out. Peace.